Hello guys, this is ZACH15 bringing you a review of the Sony XPERIA Go. Personally, I've used this phone for about 4 months. 4 months since I broke my Nokia. But getting down to the specs, this phone has 2G, 3G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, a standard SIM card slot, although it does come with a mini SIM card adapter. It weighs 110 grams, which is very light. It has a capacitive touchscreen, recognizes up to 4 fingers, a 3-inch half VGA screen, 320 by 480. It's not that HD, so you might have very minor trouble resolving fine detail, but it is nice and sharp. Now, this phone is Ip67 rated, which we will get to later. It supports microSD up to 32GB. It has 8GB of internal memory. It has a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. It does HD 720p video. It has a dual core 1 GHz processor, which is really good for the phone of this price. And it has a 1305 mAh battery. So taking a look at the external build, it has very good overall build quality. It feels very solid, although most of it is plastic. It has a plastic back, even the screen is plastic, but it feels tough, solid, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart or something. So taking a look around the device, we have the earpiece, the notification LED. I'm not sure if you can see it, it's very well hidden. It has a sensor here. It has no front camera. It has the home button, return button, and option button. Front microphone, XPERIA logo. You have your USB port here. It has a standard headphone jack, volume up, volume down, power button. The back cover is removable fairly easily. And you can see the speakers here, and I don't know what's this, volume controls, and the SIM card goes in here. And here's the microSD slot. Now this phone has dual 1 GHz processors, which is quite powerful for a phone of this size. The graphics are fairly smooth, as you can see, although at some times it does lag a little, especially when you have multiple apps open, or you are running some resource consuming apps or games, or you're browsing the web. You have some heavy web pages that would just lag the device like hell. Phone has mobile Sony Bravia engine, which adds vibrance, saturation, and contrast to your photos and videos. The results can be a bit overwhelming, but luckily you have the function to turn it off right here. With the Bravia engine on, you have a very saturated photo, and if you happen to turn it off, your photo looks a little more dull. This phone does have a 5 megapixel camera. It has a fair range of manual controls, as you can see here. You get to select the scene, resolution, flash, self-timer, smile detection, focus mode, exposure value. You can even set ISO. You can set white balance. You have metering, geotagging, capturing method, shutter sound, quick launch, and storage options, which is really good. It even has Sony's sweep panorama feature, which is really neat. I don't think you can find this on a lot of phones. It's a really neat feature to have, and it has very decent image quality. The back camera does do 720p video at 30 fps, which is really nice. They did a good job on backlighting the screen. It adjusts brightness automatically to environment lighting, so you can even see the screen clearly in bright sunlight. You get a good viewing angle. The color doesn't change, but the screen is quite reflective. See? Yeah, that's one problem, but on the other hand, you get to look at yourself in the screen as a mirror. The phone ships with Android Gingerbread, but however it is upgradable to ICS, ice cream sandwich. But you need to know that after the upgrade to ICS, it does drain the battery fairly quick, so that's something to take note of. The sound from the speakers are very clear. It features Sony's X-Loud technology, which gives you loud and clear audio. Now, one of the key features of this phone is its Ip67 rating, which means it has a level 6 solid particle resistance, which is basically how dust resistant it is. Level 6 is the highest level of protection, so you have complete sealing against any dust and no dust enters the device. It also has a level 7 liquid ingress resistance, which is how waterproof this thing is, which basically means I can do this. Yes, it is waterproof. You can submerge it underwater and it does still work. Now, level 7 is the second highest level of protection, so you can submerge it into water up to 1 meter depth and up to 30 minutes. But you must make sure that the audio and USB jack flaps are closed. It also has a scratch resistant screen. I've used it for 3 months without a screen protector and it still doesn't have a single scratch on it. There are a few improvements that would really be cool for this phone to have. For example, this phone doesn't have NFC, near field communication. It's a very neat feature. It doesn't have LTE support, and its screen is very small, so I really like a larger screen with a more HD display. But this is a great mid-level phone. It's very value for money. It's not very expensive, and you do get what you pay for. I would highly recommend this phone to anyone out there who's looking for a phone that's durable, good performing, and good for anything. As always, feel free to leave any comments or questions below. If you have any comments about this phone, please comment down below and let me know what you think of this phone and what you would like to know about this phone. So thanks for watching. See you again.